The 2024 Northern Amateur Radio Societies Association Rally at the Norbreck Castle Hotel, Blackpool, 21st of April 2024.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm not sure how well you can hear me because the microphone for this setup is in a bit of a horrible place. Well, it is pointing at me and it is stuck to the top of the dashboard. It's according to the volume unit meter on the camera, it's not picking my voice up that well. Anyway, I'm on my way to Blackpool. I'll see if I can fiddle with the audio when I get back, if I can. But there are a couple of things I want to do first, most notable of which is breakfast. So, as I've had no breakfast this morning, I'm going to call into the local McDonald's. That would be a good idea. Well, maybe not, but yeah, you know. Then I've got to go to the petrol station, not the Tesco one, the other one on the way out of town. And then we're on the merry way to Blackpool. Turns out I also need some engine oil. Some oil's running a bit low. Nice. Anyway, let's go get some breakfast, I think, because let's face it, I'm not driving all the way to Blackpool on an empty stomach because I don't want to do that. So, let's go into the McDonald's drive-thru and we'll get me something nice and delicious. Oh, coach driver's had the same idea and he's parked in a bit of a silly place. We'll let him off. There's no one else about. You know, that's kind of nice. Right, breakfast time I think is. Okay, so I've got my coffee and my breakfast. The microphone's moved in position slightly because the whole lot just decided it was going to fall off. As it does. So I'll put that back on. It should hopefully stay for the rest of the trip this time. And next stop's the petrol station. I've got my food on the passenger seat. I'll just stop so I can put sugar in my coffee because I don't like coffee with no sugar in it. Well, if you ever want to buy me a coffee, make sure there's sugar and milk in it. Yeah, that's a top tip from me. Let's go to the petrol station. So it turns out it's not just petrol I'm going to need some engine oil as well, and I would imagine a petrol station would sell that. I mean, I would have got it last night had I thought on, but I was a bit shaken up last night. A cat ran out in front of me, and I have a fundamental rule: do not run over cats. To be honest, that's cruel and unusual, in my opinion. The roads are all bumpy and full of potholes around here as well, which is not much fun. Right, so my next stop is the petrol station, all being well. Okay, so go get some fuel and motor oil and cash, and then we can get going, I suppose. Definitely need fuel and definitely need motor oil and definitely need cash. Right. Let's get the fuel. Okay, so after the oil top up, may as well have an oil change. I'm going to get myself on my merry way. Start eating my breakfast first, I haven't done that yet. Right, let's go. This time of a Sunday morning. I'll try and be some sort of a tour guide on the way across. So just going over the motorway, and we'll be passing Catterick Racecourse. So if you're into your horse racing around here, that's the place to be. Well, not right now because there isn't a race meeting on. The only horse racing I pay attention to is the Grand National, and I actually won £8 on that this year, surprisingly enough. There you go. So not sure you can see the race course, but it's on the right if you can. And the next race meeting is actually on Wednesday. Right, we've arrived at Scotch Corner, which is basically where traffic for the east and west of Scotland is supposed to split off. The CB's making a racket. I'll turn it down actually for the time being while I'm on camera. So we're just turning onto the A66. Yeah. I discovered a piece of music called Get Your Kicks On.
A66 for 28 miles.
Never mind. Wait for her to shut up. I discovered a piece of music called Get Your Kicks On Route 66. I'm not sure how well that would translate to the A66. The A66 is quite a dull road. And this bit's full of potholes as well, which is not nice. Well done, Highways England. Well done. Just past the turn for Barnard Castle. Or one of the turns anyway. I think there's a couple of them up here. And many of you who've heard of Barnard Castle will have only heard it for one reason alone, from political nightmares, and we shall leave it at that. Yeah, let's say no more about that one. But otherwise it's actually quite a nice town. At T-Bay Roundabout, which means the next stop is over there. Well, when I say stop, it isn't actually a stop.
Exit the roundabout onto the slip road, then slide left onto the M6S slip road.
Calgrave. Ah! It does bloody things.
Slide left onto the M6S slip road, then merge onto M6.
Useful if these roadworks weren't here, I can say that. And off we go.
Continue on M6 for 34 miles.
And this is us till the M55. Google will try to send me another way, but we're going on to the M55 so we can go along the entire promenade of Blackpool. Because I really want to show you guys this time, because last year they closed the road and we couldn't let you see that, which was a bit of a shame, but at the end of the day these things happen. Right, M55, here we come. Right guys, far off now. We'll be turning onto the M55 in a few minutes.
Continue for 1 mile. The right lane to take the M55 slip road.
Right guys.
Continue on M55 for 2 miles.
This is the M55, the motorway between the M6 and Blackpool. Now, last year, came down here, they were doing some roadworks. Hopefully those roadworks are finished, but in this country, you never know. Okay guys, here we go. Hopefully, better luck this
Turn right
time.
onto Stargate, A584.
Hopefully we get to go down the promenade, which I hoped we could. No, we're not. They've done it again.
Take the second left onto Norbreck Road, then turn right onto Queen's Promenade.
This is M5 UK, Daryl, or anyone are you on?
Right onto Queen's Promenade, A584, then turn right. Your destination is on the left.
So I made it here despite the best efforts of Blackpool Council closing off the promenade, which they said they weren't going to do because there was no mention of it on Blackpool Council's website. So it's pretty much same as it always is. Just can't get down there, there's a bit too many people, so I'll go this way. Normally I don't go around this way first, but you know, it's busy despite the price increase of £8 it's at the moment for entry. But it's alright. It was certainly about £3 increase I think from last year. Someone correct me if I'm wrong though. I could well be wrong. See, we all gather here to buy radio goodies and just bits and pieces. Some significant editing there. This year they've arranged the parking in such a way that they're keeping a list of every single car parked in the car park, which means I can't leave here until they've confirmed my car is here. So that's a bit of fun. And I can't see from here if they've confirmed my car is in the car park. There's some banding going on the picture there. I'm not sure if you can see that on the video yourselves, but certainly I can. Yeah, I'm just going to go past that very carefully because my car registration is on that piece of paper and I don't want you to see it. They have ticked the box. Well, that means I can actually leave if I want, but I'm not leaving yet. Let's get through again. Oh. Aerials, of course. Every time you come to one of these, you're going to find someone selling those. Antennas, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so now back up on this top bit. I haven't had a drink since I arrived. There's a bar in the corner of this room. We've also got the Radio Society of Great Britain. They always turn up. It's always nice that they turn up. And of course, I think that pretty much covers this room. So we'll go into the big room. I've already been in there as well, and like I said, I've already spent money. I'll tell you why I've spent money shortly. Okay, so we're in the big room now. I call it the big room. I call the ballroom, which is through there, the little room. It's usual sort of thing. Always kind of differs every year, I think, to these rallies. They're never the same. Well, I never think they're the same anyway. Always different. Always different things to buy, although some of the same things to buy as well. But often different things. And different people here. Yeah, now, I said earlier that I'll just tell you why I've already spent money. The keeper of GB3IR, Chris, G4FZN, he's here doing a silent key sale. And I've already bought him something from that. You'll find out at the end of the video-ish, when I go through the haul, what I've bought. But it was very good. There are a couple of other things I want as well. Particularly an extension speaker for that Midland 3001. I can get that here if I want. Or alternatively, I can maybe just buy one of those off eBay if I really must. Ooh, that's definitely out of my price range. Could do with it. Could do with some test gear like that. But you know. Very difficult to walk around with a camera. That's the problem I find. Yeah. The CDXC is here. Chris isn't manning that stand this time round because he's obviously doing a silent key sale just on the corner there. I've already bought something and it's quite nice. And it'll be very useful.
I'll see you later, Mike.
It's obviously things other than what I've bought that I want to buy, like I said. Yeah. Okay, I believe this corner one is Lamco. They put up on X, as it's now known, the other day, I think it was. If you spend 300 quid, they'll give you 8 quid back. Not sure how that would work. The 8 quid being the entrance fee to the rally. I'm not sure why that would make any difference. Oh, there's a bit crowded down here. Very difficult. Very difficult. There we go, I'm through now. We're through now. We're through. Kind of. Ooh. I wondered if they were here. Found them.
Climbing.
Ooh. People. Out. And I think this is room covered, more or less. Back in the car now. The dashboard mounted camera for filming the promenade has, well, it's kind of sunk. So that's not really ideal. I'll try and reposition that so you can actually see the promenade, because we're going to film that, and we're going to film that as soon as I know the road has reopened. And I double-checked Blackpool Council's website, not a mention on there. So they really should have told people. So anyway, see if I can get this bag open, because I've put the bag on its side, because, well, there's a mountain of rubbish on this seat now, actually. From my breakfast this morning, probably. Yeah, as you can see, I did have McDonald's for breakfast. So, we've got big, heavy, chunky coaxial cable switch. I've been needing one of them for a little while. This one will do the job nicely. So I'm not messing around changing switches over. There should be a patch lead in there somewhere as well. And some CDXC leaflets. I'm going to have a look at them. There is a patch lead in there. Yes, it's here. Half metre patch lead. And finally, if I can retrieve it, it might not retrieve, but yeah, this is going to be the fun part. Yeah, it's kind of stuck. Yeah, there's a power meter as well. That's Wells power meter. That should be a little bit more accurate than that. It's a taggy one I've been using for my testing and setting up of radios. That was bought off a silent key sale. And Chris G4FZN was asked to do that silent key sale. It's just sold a fair bit. Not sure how much of it has been sold, because I'm now out in the car. Not quite ready to go, but I will be going very, very soon. And hopefully, I might have even gained some subscribers. I did see some subscribers whilst I was in there. So, again, hello, thanks for saying hello. Nice to see you here at the event. And hope to see you again at the next one, maybe. Or the next rally I attend. Or even the National Hamfest if it's going ahead this year, which I think it is. But I will keep you informed on that one. Anyway, what I need to do now is try and sort out this camera that's on the dashboard for filming the promenade, because we're not leaving just yet, and then I can hopefully film the promenade for you guys that have never been to Blackpool before and might not get the opportunity to come to Blackpool, and go home and, well, a cup of tea would be in order once I get there. Right, so hopefully the next bit you'll see of the video will be the promenade. And I wish you 7-3 for now, and I'll catch you in the next one. So hopefully here's the promenade of the great seaside resort of Blackpool. Right, okay. It's about to leave, and hopefully the promenade will be open. If it isn't, then we're just going to have to wait. So let's try and get out of this car park. Ooh, steady. The local newspaper says it's 3 o'clock, and some other sources say it's 2. So I'll go with what the local rag says. There are speed cameras down here.
should be able to see in the distance, I'm not sure if you can, the top of the world famous Blackpool Tower. So this route is where the world famous Blackpool Illuminations start. However, the world famous Blackpool Illuminations aren't usually on at this time of year, and it wouldn't be this time of day anyway. So far I've not come up against a road closed sign, so we might be in luck, it might be open. And also, there hasn't been any warnings of that further back. It's past 3 o'clock, we're good to go. Let's go. They've just opened it. And there's the proof you needed it. The bus is coming the other way. Not sure if you saw the Blackpool tram there. Let's not have GB3FC interfering with my audio. Now you should be able to see the world famous Blackpool Tower. I've been up there a couple of times. Great place to go if you want a good view. Not so great for radio. I've tried it with a filter, just does not work. And prior to that, Lewis M3HHY from Ringway Manchester, he went up there with a Baofeng. He had not as good luck as I did. In fact, I think it might have been worse for him to hit a Baofeng, but I had a filtered Yaesu FT2D. But still, either way, it didn't work as broadcast services up there. I do have a video on that, and there should be a video on Lewis's channel about him trying from up there as well, which was called The Dangers of Amateur Radio. Quite an old one in his back catalogue, that one. I'll do my best. Just going over the tram line, so it's a bit bumpy. So I've got more illuminations. Got an old Blackpool tram over there. They do still run a couple of them. Not sure if that's even on the camera, but you know. Stationary traffic, so plenty of time to admire things. Probably just say see the base of the Blackpool Tower. Passing the tower now. The tower is on the left. Probably can't see it all in the camera, as the camera's field of view is straight ahead. And the tower's obviously on one side. So it's still got more illuminations. Quite a lot of traffic down here now, I'm guessing because of the road being closed for so long. Now everything's just been let loose down here. As this gentleman go across the road, and we'll continue on. So we've got amusement arcades and everything down here, kind of typical British seaside resort. We're going in the lane to go straight ahead here, so we're staying on the promenade. See the sea at all. It's just on the right. The other side of that's the Isle of Man, and then the island of Ireland. And beyond Ireland, North America. More of the illuminations coming up. See where I'm supposed to be here. All the lines have worn off. Should be able to see in the distance, I'm not sure if you can, the big one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. When it opened, I believe it was called the Pepsi Max big one. There's also the tram overhead power lines here, so some of the guys at the radio rally with the big aerials, they should not have really been advised coming down here. Illuminations. Blackpool is on the list of places I want to bring my significant other. That's gonna have to wait though. Down here. The road's not in the best condition, it's full of potholes. You'd think a place like Blackpool would make sure all the roads are in good order and not full of potholes. More illuminations, and we're now coming up on the world famous Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Not a place I go often. I've only been once. Quite big in there, but as I say, it's not a place I would go very often. More speed cameras, you just can't escape them in Blackpool. The place is full of them. Suppose that's a way to make money out of the tourists. That's pretty much almost all of it. We should be back at the point at which we started this morning, where we're forced off the road thanks to the Blackpool Marathon, which apparently seems to coincide with the rally. I don't know why, it just does. It's one of those things. I've still got more illuminations down here though. So it's worth including them on the end of the video, and you know, I'm going to have to come to the Blackpool Illuminations one year, because I've heard that it's actually quite worth it. I'd actually like to do that so I can take some video and photos for my significant other, because I think my significant other would like the Blackpool Illuminations. I really do. Looks like we're almost at the end of the illuminations, but certainly at the end of the promenade. let's go home. Right, so this time it really is 7-3 for now. And I'll catch you in the next one, unless there's anything else I bring up in this video. So onwards and upwards to the M55.